There you go. You ain't noticed ever since they started bringing that Zaza out, everybody turned gay. As soon as they started bringing out the Za, when I came home 2018, there was still money in weed. But now, with the dispensaries taking over, the game is all messed up now. The dudes that you bought your weed off growing up, the dudes that you was buying your weed before 2020, around 2020, before we used buying, them dudes don't got no dispensaries. Them dudes don't own no dispensaries. You don't even know who owns these dispensaries. People that look like me and you, or people that we grew up, we don't own no dispensaries. Yeah, oh, I love my dispensary. The weed is cheap. The numbers is good. Bro, you know it was illegal to have bud back in the day. You got a big, if you had a QP, 4 ounces of weed, you know that was a big case. You know, dudes got years for selling weed. Now it's just completely legal, and the government's getting money off of that. I blame you clowns for that, because I want weed to be illegal. I liked it when it was illegal, when there was money in it. Now anybody and their mother got the weed, and then they made it so cheap, and they made you turn gay. Why do you think these kids is all turning gay now? And they turn into furries. You got your kids coming home telling you, oh dad, oh mommy, daddy, there's a kid in my class and he's a furry. I don't even know what that is. You might not even know what that is. He's a furry. He's a furry because they smoking that za and they hitting that vape. The za, the chemicals that they put in the za is what's turning you feminine. The chemicals in the za, that's what's turning you gay. That's what's turning your kids gay, because you hitting that zaza. The sour diesel was turning dudes into zombies and had dudes zone out, to go dumb out. You understand? It's different types of situations. With the za, you can't even picture like the image of the za, because it's just like how they created it with all them the chemicals that they put in the za is altering your enzymes inside your body. It's altering the DNA in your brain. It's altering the blood that's going through your body. You don't know that because you just think you smoking gas. You smoking gas that's gonna have somebody running up in you. Right. You might think it's a game, but pay attention how your money slowed up when you were selling weed. Of course, this dude's still getting it off of weed. But how was that transition to get back in the game? Because now you go to the dispensary, they got ounces for $70. They got ounces for $50. Yeah, they're not doing consignment. Some spots might be doing delivery. But in order for you to be really relevant in the weed right now, if you ain't got no block or your phone ain't jumping, I mean, it's a done deal. Dudes just pull up in the dispensary, they don't gotta wait. They just pull up and cop and they out. But you dudes are suckers because you dudes is buying from dispensaries. You got dudes breaking and robbing people. Why y'all not robbing the dispensaries? Why y'all not breaking into that? You breaking into houses, you breaking into this, you stealing this, you killing people for this. They got dispensaries, warehouses full of weed. But you not trying to do none of that. You understand where I'm going out with it? How y'all just allowed everybody to come through. Where's the real weed dealers? Because weed was a drug. So they really was a drug dealer when you were selling weed. Where these dudes at? Why they don't got dispensaries? Why they didn't get first dibs on dispensaries? But if you had grandma's money, or your father was an attorney, you was able to open up a dispensary because you had that lump sum of money, which you needed, what, $2 million? You need $2 million, $3 million to make that happen. The average person don't got no $2-3 million to open up no dispensary, so you ain't gonna be able to get it. But everybody knows selling weed wasn't about no $2-3 million. Selling weed was just you getting your package, getting your pack, and you breaking bread with everybody. You know what I'm saying? The weed man was a special thing, and weed man had respect in the neighborhood, but now leave him alone. That's the weed man. He took care of everybody. You understand? So when you smoking that Zod, just know that you turning gay. Slowly. And maybe it might even turn your kids gay, because it's going to be in your DNA. The Zod. That's why I looked like that. That's why I smelled like that. That's why I came out of nowhere. I knew once that Zod hit, I was like, I didn't even want that Zod. As soon as that Zod hit, I knew it was something funny. But y'all so quick to hop on trends and hop on whatever the next fad is, that y'all just want to smoke anything, bro. But open your eyes, yo. Peace and love, y'all.